What's going on, guys? It's me, Dreamliner Fan 2016 here, and today we have the GeminiJets January 2023 releases for you guys. I hope you guys are excited for today's video. I'm eager to see what GeminiJets has to offer for the start of the month and the start of a new year. And yeah, so GeminiJets did hinted before New Year's Eve that they're going to be releasing their January 2023 set. Well, yeah. So here we are, January 4th, 2023, still a new year, and GeminiJets has released their January releases. Now, I'm really excited to see what they have in store for us. I'm just excited to see what they have announced for their releases. I hope it's going to be good. I bet it's going to be awesome. And man, I'm just excited. So here we have some future releases right here. So I'm not sure which future releases have been taken out. Haven't even recall, but maybe some like other stuff but I'm eager to find out. I'm just here to find out under set the January 2023 set. So eager to check it out, but first let's take a look at the previous releases from the December 2022 releases. So as I scroll down here, all of them said buy it now. So buy it now is everything. So, yeah, really interesting stuff right here. I'm quite surprised that the Avelo 737 hasn't even sold out because this is the first Avelo model in 1/400 scale. And look at this. I gotta say, checking out the stock image, the color is really interesting. I think the color does appear nice, but I think this is Photoshop. It might be different in like when I get the model. The split scimitars, of course, they're too big, and the CFM 56 engines also too big too. So, but I do want to try to get this model because that is the only available model in 1/4 scale there is in the market. So, GeminiJets, first manufacturer to produce an available model. Looking at the Delta A220-300, it looks very interesting. Of course, minus the too high nose gear and the nose shape. It's gonna take a while. There we go. So yeah, there it is. So once again, that is a metal gear. That's GeminiJets' own gear. And here's the nose shape. Once again, not as perfect, but yeah. And here's the ITA model. So here it is right here. Looking pretty nice. They did add like these detailed stuff on like the tail because I think the 1/200 counterpart did not have that. So really nice that GJ managed to add these as well. So really nice on how some people, well, GeminiJets listen to their customers. Well, it's debatable, but yet again, really nice. So yeah, nothing much has been sold out as of yet. Very interesting. And yeah, so now we shall scroll down to the January 2023 releases. And as I scroll down, and there it is. It says 2022. That's kind of like, that's pretty much a typo because it's supposed to say 2023. It's down 2022. Because we're already out of 2022 and we're in 2023. But other than that, I'm eager to see what this release set looks like, and I'm just excited. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the 1/400 sector for GeminiJets' January 2023 releases. And I'm hoping there's gonna be awesome models in there, but I can't judge that. Whatever GeminiJets releases, they releases it. So, let's get started with the releases. So let's begin with our first model. And what is it going to be? To start off, the new 2023 stuff, because already NG has one, and let's see what GeminiJets has. Alright, here we go. Let's begin with our first airline. And what is it? Ooh, how about this, ladies and gentlemen? We have an Aeroflot. This is gonna be a hard aircraft to pronounce, but this is an Aeroflot Illusion IL-64M. And that's actually like a Soviet aircraft, and this was painted back before like Russia became Russia. This was during the Soviet Union. So you can see the Soviet flag right there, flag of the Soviet Union, and the Aeroflot titles and the hammer and sickle as their logo. And the registration of this aircraft is Charlie 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 Papa, or CCCP. That's like the Russian way of saying the Soviet Union, or the full name of the Soviet Union to be exact. And followed by that, 864902. So once again, registration is Charlie 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 Papa 864902. And the price for this model is $51.95. So no price increases for this month. And yeah, So really interesting model right here, and it's kind of interesting. I bet many of like the Russian collectors are gonna be really excited about that, I gotta say. Or for some people who likes collecting Russian aircraft. But that is a very interesting way to start, I gotta say. Alright, so that's the Aeroflot right there. Really interesting model. And let's see what our next model is on deck. And we have, ooh! American Airlines Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. Now we have a re-release of this aircraft, and whoa! Okay, so this is, I don't know what to say about the CGI image, because like, holy crap, that is like a very dark color right there. I hope the actual model doesn't end up looking like that, but man, I'm not sure how on earth did this. I have no words about that. I hope it does not end up like that on the model form, but yeah. And I'm hoping this is in the JC Wings mold. If not, that's unfortunate. But I'm thinking this is going to be in the JC Wings mold. So the registration of that aircraft is November 835 Alpha November. And the price is $60.95. There we go. Now let's see what our next. Hopefully we have a JC Wings model, and I guess we do, since we have a flaps down version of this model. So really nice that the American 787-9 is now getting a JC Wings mold. I'm not sure if I want to try picking this up. I want to see if NG can do a re-release on this. But if not, I guess I'm going to be going for this model instead. So really interesting right there. Alright, so, and yeah, same registration, but the price is now $64.99. So that's a $4 increase right there. Alright, next up on our list we should have is, hey! British Airways Airbus A380. Now, I'm really excited. Now, many of the British collectors are very excited for this. And just wait for the CGI image to load. And just give it a while. But like I said, we have the British Airways Airbus A380, and there she is right there. Now, GeminiJets' A380 mold is okay, but not as perfect. But Aviation 400 is going to be making this too. I think they did hint in the British Airways A380 as well. I've seen their 1/400 mold. They already started selling their A380s from Aviation 400. And hopefully what I'm saying is like, hopefully there's a British Airways A380 from them in the near future. But for now, I think I'll put this on hold and see if Aviation 400 can put that in like their markets and their retailers soon. But yeah. The A380 mold from GeminiJets is also good, but yeah, really nice right there. So the registration of that aircraft is Gulf X-Ray Lima Echo Lima, and the price is $70.95. So really nice right there. Next aircraft on our list is, let's see what we have, an Eastern Lockheed L-188 Electra. Okay, now this is, I think this is a future release model. Now this is very interesting, because like, GeminiJets has been on a streak of Electra aircrafts, and I gotta say, looking at videos of like these model reviews, the L-188 Electra is a very interesting aircraft, and I'm kind of like a bit fascinated about this aircraft. So I'm not sure if I want to try to get one. I'm hoping GeminiJets can at least do a PSA L-188 Electra. That way I can get that model and see what the 1/400 Electra looks like for myself. So really interesting right there. And like I said, not all into like collecting retro models, but this is a cool aircraft, I gotta say. So the registration of that aircraft is November 5507, and the price is $50.95. So fortunately no Delta 175 as of yet, since they skipped out on the Deltas. So quite unfortunate right there, but hopefully we can see one by this year. Really excited for that. Well, gotta be patient though. But yeah. Alright, next up we should have, ooh, how about this? Okay, so I know it is an Emirates release. It's an Emirates model, which is typical for GeminiJets, but how about this right here? We do have an Emirates Boeing 777-9X. Really interesting right here, and I don't know if I want to pick this up or not, because like I know the 777X is a new aircraft. It hasn't even started I think by 2025 it should start being delivered to like customers, but currently right now it's on flight testing, and I'm not sure how long will that last. I mean, hopefully the deliveries will be on time and planned. But yeah. But for now, this is a fantasy aircraft, but I'm eager to try to see if I can pick this up, because like I never had a 777X mode, and I'm hoping this model can actually have the folding wingtips. If they do, then I'm gonna pick that up. I want to see if, because like, yeah, the 1200 had the folding wingtips, so hopefully the 1400 can have the folding wingtips too. So yeah, there's that Emirates 777X, looking pretty nice, and man, I think she's gonna look very pretty in the 1400 market. I'm really excited. So the registration of that aircraft is Alpha 6 Echo Zulu Alpha, and the price is $62.95. So once again, I'm eyeing on that Emirates 777 and if I should get it or not, but very interesting right there. Alright, so next up we should have, and we have there we go! Yes, sir! Yes! I was talking about this, but now we have the folding wingtips. Now I'm hoping these folding wingtips can actually be interactive. I would love to see these be interactive. If it's for me, then I'm just gonna be getting the folding wingtips. So here we go, Emirates 777X, really on my list. Eager to get it, even though it's a fantasy model, but I'm still gonna get it regardless. Really excited for that. So now the price is now $65.95, which I think that is a $3 price increase. So of course it's the folding wingtips. But yeah, this, I gotta say, this is the only time that I will tolerate that. This is basically this Emirates 777X. I'm only gonna be tolerating an Emirates release. Yeah, because it's a 777X, and I wanted to have like a 777X model. Well, I already have a 777X model in my collection with that 1200 777X, but I'm eager to try to get this one. But yeah, really excited for that. And yeah, so that's the Emirates 777-9X. Really excited for that model. Next up we have is, and then we have a Emirates Sky Cargo 777F. Okay, so now we have three consecutive Emirates releases, which I see no problem. It's Gemini jets for you, but we do have the 777F, and this is also an interactive series as well. So Gemini jets beefing on the interactive series 777s in 1/4 scale, so really interesting right there. Pretty nice. And the registration of that aircraft is Alpha 6 Echo Foxtrot Golf, which is a very interesting registration Gemini jets. Yeah, very interesting registration Gemini jets did. And I'm not sure if I saw this aircraft, because I saw Emirates 777F at Painfield one time back in May, and it was doing some flight testing, but I'm not sure if that's the aircraft I saw. If I show a picture, then that's the aircraft that I saw. But if not, I guess nah. But other than that, Emirates Sky Cargo 777F. Looking pretty nice. So those are 3 consecutive Emirates releases, but I don't know if you want to consider them as 3, because the 777X, that's just one release. That's just one plane, because it's the same registration, same aircraft, just different configurations. But yeah, so that's that. Next up we should have, let me scroll down, and we have a FedEx Express 767-300F. Okay, now I think I may try to get this model. I may want to consider trying to get this model into my collection, because FedEx 767s are now flying to Sacramento right now. So I think that replaces the MD-10-30Fs that FedEx has been using to like Sacramento routes. But unfortunately, those are going to be retired, so I think the 767 is a replacement for that aircraft. So while that is unfortunate, the 767 is a very interesting aircraft. So yeah, I may try to like pick this up. I think that might be on my list. If I were to do like a Sacramento model airport update, that is on my list. So really interesting right there. And the registration of that aircraft is November 104 Foxtrot Echo, and the price is $65.95. No, not 65. That's $65.95 price. That's the 777F, and this is $56.95. So, yeah. All right. So what's next on our releases? Let's see. It's going downwards, and we have Sun Country Airlines 737-800, and this is with split scimitars, and I think that says the 40 years of flying. Yeah, that's what it says. So we have another Typod livery, Sun Country, and very interesting right there. Gotta say, really interesting. And yeah, it's been a while since GeminiJets released a Sun Country aircraft. I'm not sure if I want to pick this up. If NG can also do this re-release, if NG can do a re-release of this, then I'm just gonna get the NG. But for now, we do have the GeminiJets version, so really interesting right there. And yeah, the registration of that aircraft is November 842 Sierra Yankee. So really nice right there. So once again, we do have a Sun Country aircraft, and yeah, it's been a while since Gemini has released a Sun Country. And yeah, looks pretty nice right there. And yeah. Alright, so next up on our list, let's see. World Atlantic Airlines McDonnell Douglas MD-83. How about that? A legendary icon, a legendary aircraft, and there she is. Wow, MD-80 of... Wow, it's been a while since GeminiJets released an MD-80, and how about this? Long time from GeminiJets. Wow, really interesting right there. And like I said, this is World Atlantic. I think they would normally fly, World Atlantic MD-80s would normally fly out of Florida, if I were to guess, because like, you don't see much MD-80s nowadays. It's like, yeah, most of them are retired. Yeah, so there's that World Atlantic MD-80 right there. The registration of that aircraft is November 808 Whiskey Alpha, and the price is $59.95, and the price for the Sun Country is the same price. So really interesting right there. And I think that is about, yep, that is it for the 1/400 scale, the 1/400 sector of things. So really interesting release set right there. A lot of like, well, it's kind of like mixed between like Europe and Middle East and like North America. So no Asia, nor Africa stuff, nor Australia stuff, but really interesting right there. Really eyeing on that American 789. I'm totally trying to get the FedEx 767-300F. The 777X, really interesting right there. May try to like pick that up. And yeah, really excited right there. And yeah, very interesting release set overall. So it looks pretty nice right there. Alright, so now we move on. Let's see if we have some Gemini Max models. And we do. So let's see what the Gemini Max models are. Or there's one or two, but mostly one. And what is that model? And that is a US Air Force. I think that's a, yeah, it's a US Air Force. Ooh, a B-52 Stratofortress. So that, wow. B-52 US Air Force. And this is from the Minot Air Force Base. So I'm not sure where that Air Force Base is, but very interesting right there. A B-52 Stratofortress. So that is a really cool looking model right there for all you military collectors. So very nice right there. So that is pretty much it for the Gemini Max. Just only one model, which I'll pass on that for now. Don't collect much military models, but hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Hopefully I can get a Gemini Max model if I can. Alright, so now we move on to the 1/200 side for GeminiJets in their January 2023 releases. So I'm excited to see what the 1/200 has to have for us, and I'm just excited. So let's get on with it, shall we? So let me scroll down. Let's see what our first model is, and that is an Air Canada Airbus A220-300. They did release this last month. Now she's coming in 1/200. So looking pretty nice right there. And yeah, very nice model for you Canadian collectors. Looking pretty nice. Registration of that aircraft is Charlie Golf. Is that Juliet? Yeah, Charlie Golf Juliet X-Ray Echo, and the price is $98.95. So yeah, all that stuff. Next up we have is a British Airways 787-8. Now I think they also released, no. I think this was in the November release. I think this ball was released in the November releases, if I were to guess. I think it was in the November releases. So now we're getting this at 1/200. And yeah, I think this is going to be in the Jace Wings mode as well. So I'm hoping. The registration of that aircraft is not Charlie. That's Golf Zulu Bravo Juliet Golf. There we go. And the price is $156.95. So kind of like typical for a heavy aircraft in that scale. Alright, so next up we should have is the flaps down version of this aircraft. So Nothing too special because like it's a flaps down. And yeah, same registration, same aircraft, but the price is now $163.95. So price increase right there because it's a flaps down aircraft. So that's that. Alright, so next up, let's see what our next model is, and that is ooh! Now here we go, here is something. We do have a Delta Airlines Boeing 737-800 and the World Champion Atlanta Brave sticker. So there it is right there. This was actually a future release aircraft, so now they're releasing this in January. So pretty much it's just a regular Delta Airlines livery, but the only thing that's different is because you have the Atlanta Braves World Champion sticker right there. So I think they were like World Champions. If I were to guess, that's like World Champions from the World Series from the Major League Baseball. If I were to guess, I might be wrong, but don't know much of baseball, but she had this sticker right here. So registration of that aircraft is November 3746 Hotel. Yeah, I said that right. Just checking to make sure. Alright, so we have that Delta aircraft right there. Alright, next up we have... And ooh! Actually, we do have the flaps down version of this aircraft, so really interesting right there. Just wait for that to show up, but it's literally the same aircraft right there. Just with flaps down, same registration and all that. The price for the non-flaps version is $195, and the price for the flaps down is $104.95, which is a $4 increase of price. So yeah, that's that. Alright, so let's see what's next on our list, and we should have the Emirates A380 in 1/200 scale, and this is in the Dubai Expo be part of the magic, which they already did back in the February, I think, no, that was actually back in the March 2022 set, so really interesting right there for them to do this again, just like what they did for the 1/400 scale, which I have no complaints from GeminiJets. I mean, it's them, they like to re-release a special livery. They always like releasing Emirates aircraft, which is not a biggie, but yeah. But the registration of that aircraft is Alpha 6 Echo Echo Whiskey, and the price is $191.95, so that's close to $200, which is a hefty price, I gotta say. Alright, next up we should have, I see a FedEx, and that is a FedEx 777F, so nothing too special. They just released a 1/400 counterpart in the November releases, and now it's coming in 1/200 for this month. So there she is right there. Registration of that aircraft is November 889er Foxtrot Delta, and the price is $153.95. So that's the FedEx aircraft right there. Looking pretty nice. Alright, next up, what's next? Korean Air 777-300ER. How about that? Really interesting right there, and I think this was a long 1/200 release, because I think they released a 777-300. I think they released a Korean Air 333. I think somewhere around 2021, if I were to guess, in 1/400. So I kind of like took this long for them to make this a 1/200. Not sure if the registration is the same, but yeah, there's that. But the registration for this Korean Air 333 is Hotel Lima 7784. So really nice right there. Alright, so next up, let's see what's next. And we have a flat down version of the 777-3 from Korean Air. So same aircraft, same registration, just flaps down. So nothing too special about that. Price is $162.95. So that's that. Next up, let's see what's next on our set. We have the Lufthansa A350-900. Interesting right there. Interesting choice by GeminiJets. So I think they're doing a re-release of this aircraft, if I were to guess. But yeah, there's that. You could have seen this in 1/400, but I hope NG can also do a re-release of this too. But yeah, really interesting right there. So there's the Lufthansa A350-900 in their current livery, and the registration of this aircraft is Delta Alpha India. Let me reread the registration again. Registration for this Lufthansa A350 is Delta Alpha India X-Ray Papa. There we go. And the price is $164.95. So that's that. Next up, let's see what's next on our list. And we have the Qantas, voice crack, jeez. But we do have the Qantas A330-300 in their current titles, the current livery to be exact. But there it is right there, looking pretty nice. And yeah, nice that the Australian collectors are now getting a Qantas A3300 and 1200. Hopefully they can have a 1400. Hopefully they can make a 1400 model by next month. Really love to see that. So the registration of that aircraft is Victor Hotel, Quebec Papa Hotel. Yeah, looking pretty nice. Alright, next up, let's see what's next on our list. And that is it. And actually we do have a 172 scale, and now I already saw this picture already, but what that is, if I can scroll down, is a Piper J3 Cub. So I already saw this on Instagram already, so I saw what it was, like, oh, very interesting. But I really don't care much about the 172 scale from GeminiJets. It's basically GA airplanes, but hopefully I can try to get one. But we do got this Piper J3 Cub right here, looking pretty nice. And yeah, really love this design. And I think this is like a new mold from GeminiJets, because I don't think they never done like a J3 Cub in 1200, I think. But yeah, this might be a new mold, I'm not sure. I haven't looked back to GeminiJets' database for that. But very interesting indeed. And I think that is it. So yeah, that is it for the January 2023 releases. Overall, this is a very interesting start from GeminiJets for 2023. The American 787-9s are very interesting, and I'm kind of like eyeing on that. Hopefully I can try to get one if the color does appear okay. If it appears good, because like the CGI image, yeah, I don't know what to say about the CGI image. But there's that. The MH777X, that I want to try to get. I'm gonna see if I can try to get that, because that is like really interesting. And most likely I'm gonna be getting the folding wingtips one if there's like an interactive where they fold up and fold down. But I'm really eager to see on how that looks like. But that's another list. And the FedEx 767. That's also I think I'm gonna be getting the FedEx 767. The American 789, I'm kind of like holding that for now, but very interesting right there. And how about the World Atlantic MD-83? Looking very sharp. Looking pretty nice. Really nice right there. And a Sun Country 737-800, which, of course, it's been a while since GeminiJets done one, but there it is. And the L188 Electra, that's a model that interests me. I may try to get that model if they do a PSA one. But if they do a PSA L188, then I'm gonna get that. So hopefully that's in like the near future if they keep making Electras from Gemini. So get that. And yeah, so overall I would say this is, how can I even think about this release set? I mean, it's a good release set, but since we have like these, well, you can call these two Emirates releases, I don't know. It's kind of like, I'm gonna give this like overall an 81%. I like not a lot of varieties from like Africa and Asia, but we do got like amazing stuff right here. But 1200's got some of those. Yeah. Overall, really interesting stuff right there. And yeah, it's another good release set from GeminiJets. And yeah, eager to see if I can try getting those models in this release set. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on that post notification bell so you won't miss a video like this anytime soon. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Anyways, good night.